Now, quick fun story for you, Medic.
Oh, hit me.
Reached out to Odo Amne. Hang on a second.
T2 get a gank after that initial level 1 play.
this.
Razork trying to sneak around the vision here, though.
We talked about this.
Now, what Patrick and Limit should do here is hold their spells. Molten Shield just goes down, but you want everything when the wave crashes. Humanoid's already moved from the mid lane. He's down here. TP available for VTO and Odo Amne if they want to try and fight. Advn stun. There's the TP in, but immediately first blood over to Fnatic. Reckless tanks a single tower shot. Razork will flash as the second one finds its mark, and Fnatic get first blood.
The dive is clean from Fnatic.
Base and now TP back into the lane, but he's going to lose a couple of minions. Limit and Xerxes taking the time that they know Razork is up towards that top side to make sure that the first objective of the game is secured for XL.
Perhaps a couple stage nerves there for Oscarinen. He just whiffed the ultimate. Odo Amne walked out of the way. Wasn't forced to spend the ghost or really anything. And the moment that ultimate didn't connect made it harder for Razork to commit. That will cost Fnatic a Drake in the bot side of the map. And bot for now, look once again, Humanoid and Razork grouping up, moving into the bot side river.
Oscarinen can just jump away from that one. Odo now with the ghost trying to chase in. Oscarinen had the flash, didn't even burn it. Odo Amne
towards the objective. Odo Amne will be the one to start things off, but no summoners, no ult. Could be the window that Fnatic needs to start this fight.
Razork has his ult. Humanoid has his as well, the Weaver's Wall. Andy quite decisive in fights like this. Glacial Prism hits, but the rest of Fnatic not quite in the area to jump on it. Fnatic, though, will force VTO away. Rifthold resets as her patience expires. She'll run back towards the pit. Does a little bit of charging.
Not resetting.
Yeah, now she'll reset.
She's resetting.
Has to reset the patience entirely. Rifthold, not like some of the jungle camps where you can kind of juggle it a little bit. We'll reset there, and Fnatic tried to find it, couldn't find much more with Patrick joining up with XL. I think Fnatic might have accepted that having used this Sejuani ultimate, they don't really want to look for another fight.
Yeah, so it's a bit awkward for Fnatic now because they kind of committed a little too early. They had a numbers advantage, but Oscarinen needed to catch that top wave. Odo Amne had already started the objective off, and after the Herald ended up getting reset, it bought enough time for Patrick to actually make his way up, spend some of that money, and then with the numbers contest Fnatic. So now XL with their second objective of the game, they've been able to claw. They will hand that blue buff over to VTO. Dragon is now up and available, and you can look. Fnatic once again first in the objective. Razork looking for a pick.
Glacial Prism's going to hit onto Limit. Very squishy is the Annie. Able to survive there with Molten Shield. Jumps in for the stun as well. The Chaos Storm is ticking. Humanoid flashes. Razork looking for the chase. Gets him with the Winter's Wrath. The Rifthold will charge in. The plates go over to XL. But the cost of it is Limit's life.
And that's the risk of the face checking that we talked about before. They want to unlock this bot lane as much as they can, as Odo Amne looking for another kill in top.
Oscarinen will go mega here with the Waller. There's the Gnar, but Odo dodges it beautifully there, uses the unstoppability. VTO coming in as well. Oscarinen trying to flash away, but this should be all done. But the Gnar falling. VTO tanks it, Odo Amne takes it. Meanwhile, the bot lane dive didn't really materialize. In the end, Xerxes was here to stop Razork's advances. And Limit's waiting around the corner with the Tibbers. One turret plate remains for Fnatic if they want to push further. Humanoid's on his way down.
I think Fnatic's main goal here is just the turret. They don't need to get any kills. Xerxes is providing that cover, but you can see them just focusing on chipping away this tower. Here comes the ult from Humanoid.
Humanoid looking to get behind him. Glacial Prism hits. Limit gets the stun under the tower into the explosive cast. And it's enough for Razork to fall. The tower still stands. Patrick is low. Flashes away from Advn, who was charging up those rockets. Odo's still on the chase here. TP'd into the fight, and he's looking for a little bit more once his third kill of the game. Rooted up for just a second. Stopwatch from Humanoid perfectly bashed into by Xerxes, but Humanoid still surviving. Xerxes and Odo Amne do not have the damage to take down Fnatic. But yes, these two teams very much near the bottom of the barrel in winter. And now they're trying to change things up come spring. Perhaps a new, I don't know, flower bed blooming for them, something, the birth of new life in spring. Yeah, I mean,
perhaps they'll just open a new Excel spreadsheet and just start with a clean slate.
True.
Now,
they're
one
Excel
thing,
fanatics, aren't they?
They certainly are. One of the advantages that XL have in this position is VTO has the teleport, Humanoid does not. So Humanoid is just trying to keep VTO underneath his tower as much as possible, but because of that TP advantage, Fnatic find it very difficult to contest. And are we going to threaten a TP here? Of course, not available just yet, but it should be up any minute. But this gives Fnatic options. As I say that, they're grouping up as 5 and they're making their way into the river.
Only second dragon of the game for either of these two teams. XL trying to set up around it, already down to 6,000. Fnatic stepping in, Glacial Prism, a possibility. It hits onto Xerxes. They dive forward. The Tibbers coming out as well. Everyone dodged to the all-out as well from Odo Amne. Isolates Razork all on his lonesome, and XL walk out with a kill on the jungler. Now they turn their eyes back towards the Dragon. Fnatic continue to poke and to prod and to pry their way into something, but Reckless is having none of it. He's already gone to get the mid lane prio. Humanoid and Advienne could only catch a Scuttle Crab. No XL members overstepping, overstaying. And the Dragon should be secured for XL. Mid lane tower, though, for Fnatic.
The best trade that Fnatic can really look to get as XL find themselves with a big win in that last fight. Humanoid needs to be careful here, though. I mean, Humanoid, of course.
Humanoid, of course, as well, yes.
Zero other option.
One of their two carries, they both have quite a bit of gold, so it's okay, you know?
We'll see if they're able to do it, though. I think that XL's comp makes it that much harder. We've already seen a few examples of the fights. The next Dragon spawns in about a minute's time. Humanoid.
Oh, flash body slam, explosive cask available as well. Humanoid's going to get knocked back here. Chaos Storm ticking, and that will be enough. Humanoid killed off in the top lane. Dragon started now by XL as Fnatic try and close in. How long? Half the timer left on the Glacial Prison. If Fnatic can delay and get that ultimate back up, maybe they can look for a re-engage, but so far they have been struggling around objectives like this. XL once again in a good position, shepherding Fnatic into the pit. Oscarinin nowhere near the Mega Gnar, slowly building it up a third of the way there. Odoamne putting its face into his opposition as Humanoid caught out. Reckless gets the Dragon for Fnatic. Humanoid on the backline being isolated. Oscarinin trying to do what he can against three members of XL. Fnatic have already lost one as Humanoid is down. Oscarinin builds up the Mega Gnar and XL on the wrong side of the rift. Razzle going forward, hits the stun onto BTO. Oscarinin trying to get in once again. The Gnar falls short and Fnatic fall down. Reckless dives in, stunned up, locked up, shut down. Fnatic all in pieces as XL start to close in around them once again. Advienne has to flash away. Oscarinin has the dash, has flash in two, and will escape. The Dragon secured for Fnatic, but XL are looking for a much bigger objective.
Definitely a downfall for the organization, and so far not a great start. This composition has been difficult for them to execute some early leads. Just going in.
Limit with the tippers over the wall. Oscarinin knocked back. He tried to dash, he tried to dive away, but XL were not going to let him escape. Odoamne now stepping forward for the chase as well. Xerxes looking for that flank position. Reckless pops the feathers up, making sure that he is safe as houses, but for the moment, Fnatic a member down and XL turning their eyes towards the Baron.
On guard duty as well. Humanoid looking for an angle in, does have the ultimate.
Razzle still has the flash here. Weaver's Wall separates BTO and Limit. It's only Patrick and Xerxes in the pit now. Xerxes down to half HP. The Weaver's Wall goes down. Xerxes still getting chipped away. 2,000 HP on the Baron. Glacial Prison. Patrick cleanses it. The stun onto Razzle because he's tried to dive through the unraveled earth. Once again, back to the Baron. Go XL. They'll land the smite. Xerxes takes it. Fnatic will look for the fight. Stepping forward. Only Razork on the front line right now. Odoamne is going to use that empowered recall to get out. Xerxes slows them with the barrel as well. And this tower that they spent so long defending is still there to protect them, Betty.
And now with the Baron there.
Reckless was hit with the Q3. Has to pop the ultimate here to get away from the tippers. Flashes as well, but Odoamne is going to pull him back with the all-out blade caller coming in. Odoamne just soloing out the enemy AD carry. A little bit of help from Limit, it seems, but Odoamne is on a rampage. He does not want spring to be the same as winter. A new day has dawned for him, it seems. And Odoamne 5-0 now on the Cassante. He is sending a message to Fnatic.
XL looking to get their first win of spring. And it's only three members of Fnatic standing in their way.
Odoamne just tanking the tower here. Razork's taken down a little bit. Oscarinin has to dash away as well, and Odo is still tanking. This man just refuses to die. Razork and Advienne forced to dash away. Oscarinin caught underneath his Nexus towers that have already been raised to the ground. And XL will match Winter. They claim their first win of spring.
I mean, a lot of positives to take away for XL.
Into the game, see how it plays out. Mad Lions with a pick comp, Vitality with a lot of pushing lanes, a lot of volatility on these side lanes.
Brand new picks. Will they work? I hope so, because I love seeing them. Here we go, Vitality versus Mad, onto the Rift. Bo Gragas jungle versus Lee Sin.
In Dark Harvest as well, that's the solo queue rune.
Players, he is married though, so everybody chill. And this is kind of the champions that he's known for, generally. But he's a man, he said it himself, he will play what is best in the meta.
Yep.
He is not worried about playstyle, he's not worried about anything. He just wants to play what is strongest. And right now, Caitlyn is very strong, so not surprised to see it come out here, even if it's not on that top 5 most played champions.
Yeah.
Although, a bit of fighting here as Niski's just harassing Bo.
He was the original Forgiven follower in the Xaxaxa.
Yes.
Niski's just watching them do this Dragon, hoping his team can collapse. Maybe they can look for some kind of pick. I mean, that's the power of mid push. You can be there first, but no bot push means that Kaiser and Upset can be there to help me.
Yeah.
As if you're ready for a fight, but nothing actually happens.
Yeah. Doing a David Attenborough cosplay. Just there to watch. Photon leaping forward.
He's gonna get him, I think.
Ghosting in, just needs to get the pullback. Pullback manages to connect on the Nord. Big damage now coming in. Should be an easy finish. Dunk down. Photon grabbing first blood.
Boton strikes again, the top side that was so strong in the winter regular season.
That was brutal.
Porcelain Nard just gets demolished by a wolf.
The contrast between when Yuumi dies in slow-mo close-up is astonishing. There you go. Kick back under the tower. The bleed's going to make sure he gets tower aggro, but he doesn't even need the shot to come through. El Yo-Yo finding the kill on the top side.
Gets his revenge. Evens up the scoreline, evens up top side. I think that they can look for a Herald here. Bo's probably starting it up. Hook back
Hook on Upset is big. Instant cleanse coming out with the slow field is still down onto the ground. Trap comes in. Carzzy getting hit by the trap is disastrous. Big follow-up damage now. Carzzy has to run for the hills. Ticking. Burning. Perks coming over the wall. He's just going to breathe fire on him. Just spits in his face. Carzzy taken out. Hylissang running. This is disaster. One trap. Here he goes. You can't stop the dragon. Oh my God. Bruce Lee in the mid lane. That would be terrifying.
Scarecrow with wings.
But be careful, Mark. I can't have the champ design team be poaching you. Oh my God. Big damage. Carzzy flashing forward. Full confidence. But he gets netted back.
All the
traps again.
Oh. Upsets traps. Upsets Caitlyn is on point here. Carzzy can't even move. Manages to flash away from the...
Doesn't get the opportunity, and now he is wildly far behind. This man needs boots. He is so hungry for this bloodthirst to survive the lane. He's just slow, but now the steal gonna come through. He just keeps breathing fire. That's the big, powerful ult. It's gonna hit just about everybody. Perks now level 10 in the pit, ready to breathe some fire. Upset on the way in.
Gets the crab as well. Perks is just daylight robbery over here. Dragons killing dragons. Perks is the...
It's a 2K deficit, and it's 2 Drakes, but it's a very fed Caitlyn.
Man trying to dive bot here. Photon has swiftness boots, no flash, no ghost.
Sidestep, gonna go in. So much CC, there's just no way he gets out of this one. Looking for the Devour. Should just take him down. No, he's still alive! He's sticking! Hilly! Oh, the hook! The tower blocks it! Oh, what? Oh, Mad Lions have to be so mad about that one. Oh, man. That dive, more suspect than Odoamne's Twitter timeline. Let me tell you, not working out whatsoever. Niski now running. He is stronger.
He's got nowhere to go.
But there's nothing he could do.
Dunks on him. They try the 3-man dive. Photon lives on flying away while shooting some fire at him.
Yeah, and he's got the super ult now, too.
Is that what we call it? The super ult?
I mean, we could call it by its name, which I believe is the Sky's Descent, which is pretty metal, but definitely hard to get out in the middle of a team fight.
You could scream it as it flies down with like a...
Tell you what, you just cast the next team fight, and we'll just all wait for that moment, and I'll just scream it.
Like a camera pan with the Lee Sin skin.
Hold that thought. Carzzy getting knocked back in the face of Upset. Gale force forward. We're going to finish that kill. Herald now coming into the mid lane.
My man's getting headbutted by the massive scuttle crab now as well. Photon's popped the ghost.
He's on the chase.
No flash on Hilly.
Commit. He's about to walk into 4 people. No Hex Flash for Hylissang this time around. They're just going to sacrifice Thresh.
Good night, sweet prince.
Over the wall.
Oh, here it comes.
Here comes Sky's Descent.
Well,
doesn't do anything.
That was underwhelming.
But it looked sick.
It looked really cool. I think the coolest thing is the minimap, because you just see this massive ring of explosion.
Yep. Like 1 frame? Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Because they've got Lee Sin on their team, and then they just like slam him with a Lee Sin.
Get out of there, Chasey. He has to flash. Look at the damage. And reminder, okay, so he has 256 stacks. All of his abilities get stronger with stacks. Q gets more damage, E gets bigger radius, and Chasey!
It's the college special!
Gets dunked! My God, the Spring Break combo.
This Darius, he doesn't have TP, so he has to kind of play on this top side of the map. Looking for perks.
I also take it back. I don't know if they can win front to back. Aurelion Sol does a lot of work.
How can they catch him? He's got perks airlines.
There it is.
This man has air miles.
Dead. Hylissang.
How broken is that? You just call an asteroid from the sky.
Yeah, that's pretty busted.
That's pretty crazy.
Like, Lee Sin's just a dude with fists.
And he's blind.
And he can't see. He's
and
just
massive...
The dragon that makes stars is just bullying him. All right, lore battle not going great for the Mad Lions. Niski tries to flash out to safety, but still gets knocked back to the wall and dunked down.
I mean, they can. Hook over, lantern over the Aphelios. Yeah, just flip it. But Perks is there.
Perks has empowered ult.
He could just ult them.
I think he just... Can Perks kill everybody? I'm not sure.
El Yo-Yo's gone.
Time to find out. El Yo-Yo says, guys, that's Aurelion Sol with empowered ult. It's time to get out of the pit. Get out of the pit, boys!
Get out of there!
Oh my gosh. What are they doing? Oh my God, the Aurelion Sol damage! He couldn't click the lantern, and now he's going to die. Hylissang taken out as well. It is clean from Upset. It's a slaughter. There's nothing to do. Niski running. El Yo-Yo running. Vitality not even turning the Baron. Instead, just happy with these kills. One more dragon. Like, what can you do at this point?
It's so lost, this game. Like, I don't blame them for trying to four-man sneak and Ash, but like...
You have 2 more days ahead of you. You have to laugh it off. You know, I mean, these best of ones matter, but you can't let this be the one that breaks your mental. It was a rough early game.
I wanted Perks to drop the ult a little bit earlier, just so I could see the Mortars get decimated.
Yeah.
But it was Carzzy who fell victim. A little bit, he was like, you know what, Lantern's up soon, right? You know, I don't have to use my flash, right? And then all of a sudden, an explosion of light landed on his head.
Yeah.
And then his screen went gray.
Did you see that movie where it's like the dystopian future where dragons show up and then mankind can't like survive? That guy has to jump off a tower with an axe and try to fight a dragon. Mad Lions managed to mount a comeback. It will be a miracle. Big kick into the hook, into the knockback, into the knock-up. Ulti, damage, stunned. They cannot click on Perks. They so desperately want to click on the dragon, but it will not happen. Massive execute going to come in on Niski. Good damage now going through. Bo on a rampage. Carzzy's got no space to play with. The root coming in is nice, but Vitality just going to continue the siege here as Photon makes it personal.
But he's got Deadmans. He's a fast Darius. Look at him go.
Once he turns Mega,
his 100-meter dash is really good. I don't know if Chasey's
he just doesn't want to let him back. He's just going to hit him with the question mark thing. It's not a Yordle. I don't know what that thing is. If someone wants to tell me, I'd be happy to find out. Carzzy, dead. No,
maybe.
No,
no, maybe.
Yes, dead. All right,
likely dead. Yeah, no.
Here we go. Chasey, shut down. Hey, that's one. Might not win the game, but you take the 1v1.
We can win.
Yeah, it's huge. The ulti is also going to be massive. Hylissang going in. His team told him not to, but that means he wants it even more. He goes down.
Bomba.
Big knockup, big knockback. Mad Lions being pushed away. Again, they have to try and defend, but there are no right choices here.
Is this like the 300 now? Do we swap films?
We could. I don't think
who's got the spear? Who's throwing it?
I think Carzzy's Leonidas right now. This is where we hold them. This is where they throw explosive alcohol at me, I think is the quote.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that one. Okay, jump in, pull back. Big damage. Niski running. Follow up, instantly dunked down. Gale Force forward for very little damage. The tanky Cho'Gath will live. Leonidas has died. In direct contradiction of the film.
In their base.
This is tough.
How unplayable is that?
That's rough. Knock up. Photon still alive.
But Chasey though, those cloth armors.
This is his moment. Maybe.
This is playing dodgeball.
Hook gonna knock him back into the fountain. Yes! The unseen sixth man! Oh, good win.
Oh. Yeah, well, the thing is, as much as we had a bit of fun that game, the game was pretty much doomed from around the 10-15 minute mark. Their champion scaled better.
And here we are.
It's lights out, and away we go.
Lights out. Oh, yeah, you remember that reference.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Have a bit more push. The bot lane does not. He's been able to... Oh, no, he will be spotted by the ward. Extra kick. Gonna be... What? He wants that cannon. He wants the cannon.
Marcoon's coming around as well. Now, DOS can auto this cannon W away. He needs 3 for that E, though. Still... That's 2-3 minions away from it. The stun's gonna land. There's a knock-up as well as they look for the kill onto Extra Kick. The ignite is enough. Sheo takes it in the end with that red buff Brock. And BDS get first blood. Once again, Sheo looking for a gank. No flashes were expended by the SK bot lane, but still the threat with the Graviton root, and now Lebrov can charge the stun. There's the follow-up, and Extra Kick just doesn't get a moment to move. Crowny on the board, second kill of the game for BDS.
The vision control on the bot side of the map from BDS is fantastic. You have a look at some of these wards. They placed these deep wards earlier thanks to the mid-prio that they had.
Not something like an Alistair that can headbutt them away, or a Nautilus that can, hook them and CC them a little bit more. It's a bit of a tricky one. Rakan's laning phase has always been one of his main points of weakness. Even with the Q buffs, he's still not the strongest in the lane. Relatively safe to blind pick if you're willing just to stay back. But
quickly as possible, they're in an awkward spot, and Marcoon's found the angle.
No flash on Lebrov. Do you go for him? Do you go for Crowny? Flash away, flash forward from DOS. The chase is in, but the summon Tibbers will not be enough. DOS takes it with the ignite. SK invest everything into finding that kill. A lot of that sitting on Crowny as well. Adam in the top lane. Haven't really talked about top too much as Marcoon looks for something here. Immediately dives in, but DOS can't chase forward either. Looks for Sheo, but Lebrov's just going to be able to get the stun here, and Marcoon was all... it was just all over the place from SK. Marcoon dived in, X-Kick wasn't there. DOS came in late. It was a disaster for SK, and BDS very happy to accept the kill.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we get a replay of that, if we could actually click on DOS to see if he had his cooldowns up, because I wonder if the idea was Marcoon goes over with the Blast Cone, DOS then uses his E, and then they look for the engage, because as you rightly said, it looked very disconnected from SK as Marcoon effectively isolated himself And one of the strengths that we talked about of this Rakan is that it's easier to follow up on these type of engages, but it was not easy at all. And so SK will fall further behind as BDS will secure their first Dragon of the game.
Can't just come in here expecting me to like a puppet for you, just give you bear puns on demand, Vedius, as Exakick tries to trade onto Lebrov here. There's the stun. Exakick does still have the Featherstorm. DOS coming in with the quickness. Lebrov flashes away, but the charm still hits. And with the Featherstorm, it's enough. Crownie flashing forward will kill off Exakick, and now they're looking with the TP for a little bit more. Adam diving in. Can't get close enough. In the end, it's 1-for-1.
Well, they should be able to convert this into a tower. Adam committing his TP doesn't really result in a kill. Of course, he does still get that kill, but yeah, it does cost him his life. And now the Herald is alive, which means the BDS very quickly converting to this objective as well.
SK are set up in the area, but no ultimate on Exakick, no ultimate on DOS. Means that it would be a sticky situation for them if they decided to walk into it. Looking at their current situation, they decided they don't have the necessary qualifications.
Marcoon going to secure that one. I don't think that BDS is likely to contest this, which means that it will just be a Drake in favor of SK. They do have that potential win condition, but with the deficit that they find themselves in, BDS is looking very good right now. You think about the scaling element. Of course, we talked about how for a Jarvan, you look across the other side and you're like, well, this comp doesn't look very fun to play into, but...
A little bit less foggy here. An episode of Silent Hill rendition, it seems, as Certus looks for Crownie. Exakick dashing forward with the Gale Force as well. Crownie trying to get away, but Certus gets a shutdown. Lay in wait and picked his mark, and he gets a double pull. We asked if he could show up, and he does exactly that. He had to survive for a while. Double control on the same wavelength there, although...
Just to make sure...
Double control again!
Yeah, that's... we must have control!
No more controls! Vedius as they look for Adam. The knockup's going to come in as well, but Certus dived onto the back line. Now onto Lebrov, dashing forward with the perfect execution. Adam and Lebrov able to get away, but Sheo is isolated from the rest of his team. In the end, it's DOS that falls first. Sheo trying to get away from Exakick and will burn the flash to do so. Nuke. Explosive cast into the last breath, but Exakick still has a Featherstorm. And a tempestuous moment it is for SK. Certus goes back in. Shale with the shield. The Aegis shield upgrade. All that bonus AD coming in handy for Sheo. He survives and Certus dies.
Does help the Certus through his Q the wrong way. But that will beat BDS walking away with 2 kills and a Dragon as they're able to outplay SK. It looked like a great fight initially for SK. The fact that they were able to lock down Adam for so long, it felt like that the damage would be more than enough. But of mid-game control.
Yes, I would.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I can do him too. Dab on him.
Yours was unbearable, I'll be honest.
You already used that one.
Have I?
Cheating. Top lane being pushed in right now. BDS, they're looking for the fight.
BDS going in onto Sheo. Look at the knockup, look at the CC. Exakick does not get an opportunity to react. SK forced away, and Exakick down once again. SK, they're fighting for this, but it's going to be a very difficult affair to navigate, I fear. Sheo's worked his way all the way behind here. Certus could jump in there. Marcoon could do the same. Do they know that Sheo's there? They don't. Sheo lying in wait. Certus caught.
Irrelevant.
BDS with a Fog of War trip before Irrelevant's trying to get onto the backline, and the engage comes out. The nod, the knockup, the CC chain. Exakick dashing forward as well, and Crownie's already so low. Crownie will fall before he can even pop his ultimate. And Sheo was waiting in the Fog of War, but SK didn't give him an opportunity to strike. They pounce. They almost kill him off. Irrelevant can chase forward. Flash, boomerang. The shield will not save you now. Irrelevant chases him down, and it's a shutdown over to SK. The Dragon, their prize, and 4 kills to boot.
And just like that, SK's team fighting comes online. A phenomenal engage. It happened so quickly, I didn't even see how it all came about. All I saw was the bot lane of BDS getting chain CC'd into death. Flawless execution from SK, and this should be a Baron to boot.
And like that, the game shifts. The pendulum of favor now. The ward on Certus will spot him. DOS still looking for that quickness. No flash on him, though, means that perhaps Marcoon needs to be the one to initiate. Certus has put a control ward down here, but if he walks out of that bush, he'll still be spotted by the ward that the control ward doesn't spot.
They know that he's in a flank somewhere. I'm not sure if they actually spotted him walking into that bush. They have a feeling that he's in the try. And Irrelevant building up that rage bar.
Almost got the mega.
Now
They
Certus
see
spotted.
Certus. They know exactly where he is. They want to fight for this Dragon, though. It's Soul for SK if they get it. Irrelevant builds up the mega flash. 4-man knob into the wall. And the CC chain just doesn't stop coming. Exakick gets another. That's 3. A beautiful smash into the wall from Irrelevant. Everything his team needed in that moment. And SK clean up the fight. It's Jarvan that you may have seen in your solo queue games, but Sheo is in a strong position here. DOS stepping in. Has that quickness, has the flash. Sheo still has yet to be spotted. Certus spots him now. Sheo, you gotta realize! Doesn't realize quickly enough. And Certus, molded in the darkness, formed by it, finds another as the engage happens. Irrelevant once again with an R, but doesn't actually land any stuns into the wall there. Nuke getting chipped away at Marcoon on the chase forward. Nuke pops the stopwatch, but immediately afterwards, you gotta feel he'll go pop as X-Kick takes him down. Dawson Irrelevant looking for a little bit more. Marcoon knocks up Crowley, and Certus still on the chase, has the perfect execution, doesn't even need it. As they round out the kills, TP to the mid lane, TP to the Nexus towers. SK grasping victory from the jaws of defeat. Adam trying to defend, another stopwatch, buying a little bit of time as Adam once again gets the last breath, but he's aced. And SK will clean it up and continue their winning ways from Winter.
A fantastic comeback from SK.
Annoying. Another devil champ. I don't know why.
I'm not. That person gets enough shade. I don't want to throw the Yumi.
I don't know why there's no
person under the
devil
bus.
Yumi skin. I feel like
That's true.
Because she will be returning soon.
I hope everyone has fun too. That's a great sign. Positivity. Let's get into it. Let's see who has more fun. Probably the winners.
Well, Matt didn't have fun last game. Let's see if either of these teams can have a bit more
They
fun.
were laughing though.
They were laughing. It was funny. He's going to look for a gank here. He's playing through mid to make sure they're fine. Not even going towards the bot side of the map, just constantly hovering.
Pull back. Good damage. Ignite now ticking down. Trimby flashing out to safety. First blood. Clean play from Astralis. Trimby overconfident there. Good play from Astralis as well to focus the member who has heal, but not the member who has cleanse. Now 1-1-3 is the Malrang.
They want to dive mid
matchup.
They want to dive mid now as well. They look at leader. He's going to fast push the wave.
Oh,
Will they see Malrang though? I think the hook might go into Malrang, or they just wait for him to walk past.
Ooh, wait, he walked out of the bush. Oh, quick. Wait, no, Malrang's still trying to leap out to safety here. Is going to get hooked up. Is going to get knocked down. Ignite now ticking. There's nowhere for him to go. He has no flash because of the previous play. The shield comes out, but it is too little. Will not be enough here. Going up, now coming back to safety, though. 1-1-3 is caught out. Leader now ready to port him out to safety. Can they get him out? The great escape! The Houdini moment, Leader! There's no way you play with this guy and you have his emotes on. Yeah. You mute your own teammates' emotes.
Really? I don't think you just keep it.
Really?
Actually, no, because when you're losing and spamming it, it's probably frustrating.
You're in a losing scrim, you're getting the winky face.
Just getting ace and then your jungler's doing that.
Yeah.
Turn that off. Yeah. But gold's it's even between the junglers. XP is also in Malrang's favor, but the pressure of the map is in Astralis' favor, and that's the key difference here. The gold really isn't the thing you need to look at. It's the vision, it's the setup, it's the objectives.
One, I think, again, that Kami being 1,000 gold ahead at this point makes the mid game so very easy. If they can break open bot lane, that's difficult.
It's annoying.
0.7. Now, Malrang is backing, so there's no threat of a steal here, so it's just wasted time. Not really going to cost them much past that. Finally, the dragon will drop. Winky face.
Winky face?
Winky face.
There it is. I just saw it at the top of the screen. Yep. Sweep out their vision, keep threatening bot dives. What does that do? That makes Malrang have to...
They're moving. They're walking towards each other.
They're going to right-click down.
They're going to right-click. Maybe this is the right click, but that is the tension of this game. It's a very close game, and now Trimby again fishing for a play.
Trimby.
Leader. Big flash in, handshake. Now getting kicked back. Do they have enough CC to lock him down? It looks like the damage is now finally coming in. Bail out. They're going to hope that they hit each other. The Rise finally knocked back. Leader should fall here. Takes a decent amount of time, but they'll finally knock Leader down. More items. I need to see more of those same picks, but it's a tough game right now for Koi. Not a lot of great angles to attack.
No, and there's the dragon pickup from Astralis. Kobe still yet to base, but they're back out on the map. Malrang's up towards the top side. Base coming through now. What do they do with Kobe? Do they just send him towards top here? Gets a little bit awkward, because just leaving your Xayah to push out bot waves doesn't really net you anything on the map. The window to look for the objective straight away, and they're going to start it up. I don't think Astralis will give this one away easy. There's a nice ward there on the top right. Yeah, nice TP there from Finn. Here comes the fight. We'll see if they can engage this. They don't have that much engaged. Northless hook goes wide.
Coming in. Leader is going to take it just a full front to back here. This could be big for Trimby. They're able to take the Herald. Koi.
Finn
already ulting on the backside. Looks to lock down Trimby. Is going to get caught up there briefly now. That's going to be a massive hostile takeover, and instantly they're into the meat grinder. Kong still standing for now. The bailout coming in, but he cannot find a kill, or can he? Will not get it in the end. Kabe going massive here, but Koi get the Drake and grab 2 kills. Still a positive trade for them overall.
Can Larson get out? He has the up.
Full value.
Sweeping it up, emoting it up, walking into river. Malrang's looking for a little bit of information. Human ward. Sees them start it up, but comps on red buff. Leader's TPing bot.
They're fully committing, it feels like, to a dragon win condition here.
Bit confused by that TP. He must think that he's getting dove. He must think that 4 of my team are bot. They're probably topside looking for a dive on me. I haven't seen Malrang yet, or something along those lines. If they're just patient, needs to be careful here. Leader's quite far away, has the realm warp. And again, Finn could try to get this top tower here. And when they see Malrang, it could TP bots.
Going in, Blast Cone there if they can try to find the disengage. Big damage onto Finn. Ignite now thinking they will finish the job. Clean pick.
Could look for a bait. Could look for some kind of mistake out of Koi here.
Navori, excellent damage on the Baron as well. Finn trying to find the fight for now is very powerful. Leader coming in through. They've just got a 3-man on the Baron. They can zone the rest of Koi away. Backing in, coming now from Shigenda, but he can't TP him. This fight could be too late. Ulti going in could be big, but they're going up, they're going over. They want to stick to the fight. It's only 1-1-3 left on the Baron, and Shigenda immediately leaping in. They will lose the Baron, but they will find the pick.
Lars TP.
I think Astralis is kind of getting lost in the heat of the moment there. They could have just kept on the Baron.
Yeah, Younghoon's going to pop the ult to hit the backline as well to disrupt them. Koi needs to get in this river. They have one pink ward to work with. Larson trying to find something. Shigenda's off to the side. Finn zoning him away. Going to dash in here, so it looks like they're going to go through this choke here, Koi. This is their avenue into the river. See if Younghoon goes for the hook. I think he can look for a turn here. Larson just used the E.
Really big patience now. Larson has he overextended here. Where's the engage going to go? Ulti now coming out. They're just going to walk away.
Patience. They know Rizal to Nash here. They could just go straight Rizal to Nash, rush it down. What can Koi do if they burst it?
Top tier Winky Face as a side note, as 1-1-3 and the rest of Astralis now burn through this one. Happy to give up what is just a normal Ocean Drake to the side of Koi in exchange for this Baron. Incredibly clean play from Astralis. Do not get baited into the bloodbath of a fight on the bottom side. Instead, focus on the objective. It is a trade.
Yeah, it's the power of Rise. What happens is if you have this avenue of mid and they come through here, and the overlap.
There it is. Oh, handshake. 1-1-3. Can just go up into the air here, but is holding on as long as possible, waiting for Malrang to kick in. Malrang now trying to find an angle as meanwhile Finn trying to 1v1 Shigenda off to the side. Hostile takeover is big. Leader should just get taken down here, but no, goes golden. Buys a moment. Now it's Finn off on the side lanes trying to get something done. Shigenda trying to split away from the rest of the team, and here comes Kabe. The damage is massive. Finn into the back line, and that is domination in the fight. Astralis take that one.
What a game from the Astralis lineup. Swap out mid, pressure all over the map. Gonna rise all the creeps here to make sure they can seal the deal. There's nothing that Larson can do. Koi never really stood a chance. So much pressure on the map. Astralis played it clean. No mistakes from them.
And honestly, you'll love to see it. What a triumphant return to Europe. The big stage from Leader. I mean, good to see. Again, it's a player who's
at this game, and I'm going to be wrong with what I'm saying. Take it away, Ender.
Yeah, maybe it'll be bad, but in Caps' hands, something makes me doubt that very, very much. We are heading into our final game of the day. It is G2 Esports versus Heretics.
Does he see him? He sees him now, so Yike needs to get up here quick. He's got about 5 seconds to get there because they're just going to instantly go for it.
Barrel coming out, trying to slow, trying to buy as much time as humanly possible. The cocoon is everything. If the cocoon hits, it's an easy dive, it's an easy follow-up. Broken Blade, excellent body slam to catch out. Yankos now has to reset early. Yike now coming in, flying and dragging. Evie going to be locked up. First blood going down. No, Jake splitting his focus. He's going to burn through Yankos. Evie now needs to run.
Flash auto, flash auto.
Flash auto. Hits the W, hits the Golden Angus now on the bottom side of the bot lane. Mickey's now been caught out. Excellent stand aside, stops the engage from coming in. Hansama thirsting for more, trying to get more done. The Ignite ticking, burning, but they will not get the cash in quite yet.
Should make sure that the Elise is safe. Just defending this pink ward. Wants to make sure that Hans and Mickey have all the information to work with. So that Mersa and Jack Spectre are just constantly under pressure and scared. See the vision toggle there from the observers. Jankos snuck his way into this bush. They might get a bit of a surprise when he's here.
Aggressive here. Jankos, there's not really any counterplay available. They can try to turn and burn the Jarvan, but they don't have the damage. They don't have the firepower. Now they need to back up. Jankos goes up, but he goes down in the meantime. Big money now in favor of G2 as they get the cash out.
Little bit of overconfidence.
You look at Winter and the fact that they have to come back from their first game in spring versus arguably actually the strongest bottom lane in our league. Now the top side in trouble, however. Heavy trying to heal up as much as possible, but Caps goes in. Unstoppable force.
Jankos can't really do anything here. He's level 5. Ruby's behind him, actually. Maybe they can get the Gragas.
Trying to finish it off. A little bit of poke coming back. Ruby getting slowed down there by the Shard. Now trying to run him down. Flash in, knock back with a Thundering Blow. Broken Blade still alive for now. Now Caps might try to turn the play. Big damage from those W's. That's the 13.4 buffs coming in. Jankos wants to finish the job. Gets the Q out. That's the double for the Spider on the top side. But here comes Yike. The endless parade of teams looking to fight will finally stop.
Quote-unquote counter to Jace has always been Malphite top because you can punish him and get a CS lead, but in team fights, the Malphite's always useful. And when the Jace loses flash, it's such easy setup. Malphite presses R, everyone follows up, Jace dies. And that's the problem that Ruby has right now. He has no flash. And Caps, you can see on the left there, his ultimate's coming up in around 10 seconds. So that's going to be a lot of threat that G2 have, let alone the Jarvan EQ and the Cataclysm. Yeah. He's just standing in front of... They're going to take this fight. Yike can get there quite quickly.
Yep. Jumping back out, Hansama now stepping in. The root's going to connect. They're going to try to burn through Hansama, but he instantly cleanses that one out. Enough burst damage to take out Yike. Another catch in for the side of G2. Clean mechanical play here. The redive.
No way.
Won't connect.
Caps is coming, actually. Maybe there is a way. Need to get this wave down quickly here, Heretics.
They're not going to flip it. Not going to take the risk. And this is what's so terrifying about Draven and also about the G2 bottom lane, as we saw when Kabe got ahead in one of our previous games. They didn't do a lot to push that lead right away. G2, though, doing much more to get the ball rolling. Ruby
can't play the game, man.
Just getting walked down.
Can you do me a favor? Yeah, so I think G2 are just going to keep rinse and repeating down here. Look for these Drakes, start looking for bot tier 1.
Yeah, really difficult for Team Heretics to find too many angles or opportunities here, but again, good on Jankos to find that one, recognizing that the cleanse was gone after the previous dive from G2, so punishing that lack of summoner spell. Hansama's flash back up and available, though, makes it feel pretty impossible for them to make any plays on the bottom side. May have to look somewhere else. Jace
matching G2's plays really well, and he's keeping Heretics in this game.
Ooh, body slam. Just a little cancel there. Knock back, keeping it going. Trying to body block, Thundering Blow. Is going to come out, knocking Broken Blade into the tower, just walking him down, and belly bomb. This man was not ready.
That's going to be a lot of gold over to G2. Jack's now debating, should I stay? Am I going to lose my tower now just because you've stopped my base?
I mean, they have so much kill pressure. That's what's terrifying, right? If you make a single mistake when you do stay, it could all be over. Caps is going to be forced to ult out to safety, holding onto it for now as Yike is on the way in. Unstoppable Force, where's he going to go? Cocoon not quite connecting. They're going up, but he's instantly going to try to turn and burn. Broken Blade now on the way in, and G2 firing back. Evie healing up, though. Still standing for now, trying desperately to stay alive, but it will not be enough. A double for Broken Blade in the mid lane.
A lot of macro going on here. It's basically G2 versus Jankos on this map. Evie's going to be the one that's going to do the most work in fights, and Jack Spectre just kind of has to sit there and scale.
And I think the big thing is the counter-engage or the re-engage from the side of Team Heretics will be strong. It's kind of a shotgun from the side of G2. Their only sustained damage is really Broken Blade. So if they blow their combo and some of their skills go wide, maybe there's an angle in the longer fight with champions like the Jace and the Gwen to win out. But again, as long as Hansama is in the fight, it feels pretty impossible to win any kind of 5v5.
He's playing Splinter Cell. He knows there's a Gwen here somewhere. He's been hiding in this bush. He's called Broken Blade to TP in, but his TP got cancelled.
Run him down. Does Caps want to stick on this play? It looks like he's decided he no longer wants to fight this as Broken Blade is now leaping out of safety. Excellent TP cancel from the side of Team Heretics. Now Yike on the way in. They're going to try to turn and burn. Do they have enough burst to burst through the Gwen? Yes, they certainly do. Mickey X now trying to leap out to safety. Hansama charmed up. They're trying to body block the Lantern. Hansama running out to safety. Now looking for the re-engage. Somebody blinking health bars. Broken Blade knocked back for the Thundering Blow. Jack Spectre locked up. Jack Spectre ignited. Trying desperately to get out to safety. Can flash to safety. Has not pulled the feathers back, and the play will stop for a moment as they disengage. Team or a terrifying organization. Oftentimes it has just been that it's kind of pick your poison on what you let get through. They picked Draven, and they're getting poisoned now as Hansama just cutting through in terms of overall damage. That's the knock!
My God.
Easy combo. Jack Spectre on the backside, untouched for now. Jack Spectre desperate to get anything back, but Caps is just so beefy. Now looking for the 1v1 versus because Hansama's killed one carry. He wants to kill another! Oh, the penta for Hansama!
5 kills over to the Draven. Caps right behind him. Mickey with the confidence. Hans cleans up. He's the single carry in this entire comp.
Yeah.
And
well,
I think this might be another split of Draven, Ben. What do you reckon?
I think so. I haven't seen the Cho'Gath from Caps yet, but I have to imagine. Or you know,
Cho'Gath from Hans.
Or the Cho'Gath. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Beefy boy.
Bounty hunting right now.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Sleeps in. Hansama's going to kill everybody. He's legendary, unsurprisingly now at this point in the game. Just absolutely slaughtering. Oh, knockback in. They're just going to try to keep it going.
They're playing ping pong with them.
Mersa finally going to find that engage. Just into the waiting arms of Hansama.
Are they going to dive the fountain? I feel like that'll be a G2 thing to do here.
Oh, wow. He maybe could. Big damage.
Oh, yeah. Here they come. Dive the fountain.
Okay.
G2 classic.
Yeah. Again, early game, some credit to the side of Heretics, but this has been the G2 show.
Pentakill for Jack.
For a long time.
It never works, guys. Why do they keep doing it?
That is a dominant start. Credit to G2. You know, commanding game. Showed us some new things in terms of the draft and showed us some old things in terms of the Draven, and they're still working fine.